Hi Nogizaka fans from all over the world. It's time for Nogizaka on-site info to kick off once again. I'm your host Sushi Ninja, a devoted Nogizaka fan for 11 years, broadcasting straight from the heart of Tokyo. This program is dedicated to bring exclusive Nogizaka news and updates from Japan to all the passionate Nogizaka fans around the world. This program is inspired by REI English. Please listen to my main program, Nogizaka 46 no Iitoko. If you listen to Japanese, stay tuned until the end. So, today's topic is Rei Seimiya-chan, who is a member of Nogizaka 46, 4th generation. Why her is very simple. This program is inspired by her YouTube program, REI English. So there are no reason to start introducing members without her. Then let's start from her characteristics and personality, because it might be a bit difficult to know if you can't access to Japanese content. Of course, I don't live with her, so I don't know in detail, but I can talk about what other members describe her. The first thing, I think this one is the most important. It's from the 4th generation live in 2022. In this live performance, Sakura Endo-chan introduced all the members of the 4th generation, including Rei-chan. Because it was a bit serious section, so all the 27,000 audience listened to her without making any noise, and it lasted like almost 10 minutes. In that section, Sakura-chan described Rei-chan like this. Rei-chan, you make us bright even if you're just being there. I have been saved many times by your innocence, and other members should be the same. You're the heroine of the 4th generation. I want you to be the member of the 4th generation forever. That is just my translation, so there should be a much better one, but I hope even a little bit went through to you. And also, Rei-chan was talking a similar thing in self-introduction episode in Nogizaka Under Construction. In that episode, she listed up her top 3 strengths, and one of those were always positive. Rei-chan also said that she felt that she will pass the Nogizaka audition during selection phase. Seira Hayakawa-chan said the same thing. I thought that Rei-chan should pass the audition in completely a different situation. And that matches what Sakura-chan said in the live, so many of the members are feeling the same thing about Rei-chan. So, as far as I know from the members' comments, her characteristics looks the same from the members, the fans, and herself. In short, she's like a sunshine. Sunshine is a word that many people use when they describe her. Then let's move on to her history. She was born in August 1st, 2003, and now she is 20 years old. Age of 20 is probably the most important age in Japan. When you become 20 years old, you can drink alcohol, and there's an event called Coming of Age Celebration, which we celebrate all the people in the age of 20. And we can only participate that once in life. I suppose that she would participate in Nogi Shrine celebration somewhere next week. And after that, she went to Foster City in California, US at the age of 5. And then she spent 5 years there. And she came back to Japan when she was around 10 years old. Although she was only 10 years old when she came back to Japan, she still speaks perfect, fluent English now. Please watch REI English if you want to know how fluent she is. I feel that English is more than a communication tool or a foreign language for her. It looks that she is enjoying using English. For instance, she talks in English with her older sister. I'm not sure if they are still using English, but at least they were speaking English when Rei-chan joined Nogizaka. Another thing is that her iPhone is set to English mode, so every notification, pop-up message, and so on is displayed in English. That should be very inconvenient for Japanese native speakers. I don't want to do it like that. There's no need to use English mode in Japan unless it's interesting for someone. And what's interesting is that English is not an amusing thing for her. The biggest thing for her is that English skills and interest led to her works. For example, she has an English program in Nogizaka's YouTube called REI English. I think it's the longest series among all the members' personal series. The most impressive one for me is the 33rd single, Underlive in Yokohama Arena. She sang Anastasia in English. But what she did is not just singing, because she made the English version lyrics as well. Needless to say, that would be very challenging. If it's a translation business scene, it would be fine as long as the content and the length have no big problem. Meanwhile, when translating lyrics, you have to care about rhyme and verse and so on without losing the meaning of the original lyrics at the same time. She was the only member who challenged to sing and translate songs in English in the 12 years of Nogizaka's history. An additional meaningful thing is that she achieved in a packed Yokohama arena, which is filled by 27,000 audience. I have to say that is admirable. I went to see all 3 days of that live, and I remember a lot about that live. I have good memories, but maybe her song was the best among all. Then I want to talk about activity history in Nogizaka. The first thing is a bit earlier than she joined Nogizaka, and it is about the audition. She applied to the audition in 2018 when she was around 15 or 16 years old. The audition was a Sakamichi joint audition, which means that she didn't know which group she will be assigned, even if she passes the audition. Nogizaka was just one of the possibility, and she might have been assigned to other groups. But fortunately for Nogizaka fans, she was selected as a new member of Nogizaka soon after she passed the audition. 11 members such as Haruka Kaki-chan and Sakura Endo-chan joined Nogizaka at the same time as 4th generation members. So she worked mainly with other 4th generation members in early days in Nogizaka. One of the most important events in the early days was Omitatekai, which was held right after assignment to Nogizaka. Omitatekai is like an event to introduce new members to fans. At the Omitatekai, she introduced herself and did some performance with other members, like a mini live toward the audience. The venue was Japan Budokan, which the capacity is around 8,000. Her very first performance was done in such huge place, 8,000 capacity, but she showed her energy and personality with confidence. That was very great. The next important event is about half a year after Omitatekai, and that is Three Principles. This is a stage drama performed by 4th generation members. The special point of this stage is that the role is not defined at the beginning of the stage. So let me explain. There are Act 1 and Act 2 in the stage. At the end of Act 1, every member runs for a role in Act 2. Like, I want to act Romeo in Act 2, I want to act Juliet in Act 2, and such like that. Then it enters intermission, and during the intermission, audience votes to the members who they want to see in Act 2. Then intermission ends and Act 2 starts. At that time, the member to perform in Act 2 is announced. The roles are Romeo, Juliet, and all others, which means that only 3 members can perform in Act 2, and 8 other members can only stay and watch. This style is repeated in 16 performances throughout the event, and she succeeded to perform 4 times in Act 2, including main role Romeo and Juliet. I think this is a really tough situation to be elected every day, and I don't like this style, but this experience was a good opportunity to get interested in acting. And actually, she gets performed in various performances after 3 principals during the activity in Nogizaka. I will introduce those later. The next one has happened almost at the same time. She performed the first song for her, which is Kiss no Shuriken. That is a song which all the 11 members of 4th generation participated. And a month later, she joined 4th Light, which is also a 4th generation song. So that is the beginning of her performances in Nogizaka songs. The next one is a bit different, which is a TV program called Nogizaka Dokoe. This is a program of 4th generation members, and I think this one was one of the best programs for her because every 4th generation members join this program. No matter how much she is popular or not, every member had chance to show her personality to fans. In this program, a lot of fans noticed her brightness and positivity, and many of them was attracted to her. That was a great program. I still repeat watching it. So that was an overview of what she did after joining Nogizaka. From here, let's look at the activities for each area. So let's start with her performance in Nogizaka songs. As I talked earlier, she started from Kiss no Shuriken in 2019 and participated in 4th Light right after that. After those 2 songs, she participated in many 4th generation songs. After those 2, she participated in many 4th generation songs. The obvious turning point for her is that she was selected as a member of 26th single title song, Boku wa Boku o Suki ni Naru, in 2021. This is almost 3 years after joining Nogizaka, and this was a moment that her hard work is rewarded. Among 4th generation members, Mayu Tamura-chan was selected at the same time. And after that, she continued selected as a member of title songs until 30th single Shiki toyu no wa Rock Daze in 2022. During the next single, which is 31st single Koko ni wa nai mono, she suppressed Nogizaka activity due to physical condition. She resumed her activity in the next 32nd single, Hito wa Yume o Nido Miru, and she is joining as an under member until now. She is not selected as a member in singles at this moment, but I think it's a matter of time to return. She's so talented, loved by members, loved by fans, and she is giving so much energy to everyone. Needless to say, she is a necessary member for Nogizaka. So there are chances for her to return back to selected members as long as she continues activity in Nogizaka. I think one of the keys will be acting. While the beginning of her acting work was 3 principles, which I talked earlier, the next major one is web drama Saru ni Ao. I love this drama. I watched like 5 times or so, but unfortunately it's no longer published now. This is a drama with 3 members of 4th generation, Haruka Kaki-chan and Yuna Shibata-chan, and of course Rei-chan played the lead role. Those 3 members didn't have long experience in acting, so I can't say that the level of acting is very high, but I felt potential in all 3 members. I thought that their acting was really good, less than flattering. Talking about video work, she also performed in a movie Shinigami Tsukai no Jikenchou. I also watched this one, and I noticed as soon as I saw the first scene she appeared that her acting skills is tremendously improved, especially when expressing strong emotions such as anger or grudge. That was really great. She also performed in other works such as stage drama Minagawa Sensei and also streaming live drama Yumeji Kuko. That is her past results, and the next performance is already planned, which is a stage drama, Kamogawa Holmo Once More. I've already bought the ticket, so I'm looking forward to watch the stage. This is a comedy which is performed by a theater company called Europe Planning, which is a very nice company and has strong relationship with Nogizaka. Like Mayu Tamura-chan, Shiori Kumo-chan, Ayane Suzuki-chan, and several more other members performed with this company. And as far as I know, their style, their atmosphere, their members matches very well with Rei-chan. This one I think will be a key for her to return back to selected members for singles. I've heard that she did many acting workshops, trainings, and applied many auditions and finally won the role. Many people should look at her activities, not just acts on the stage, but the efforts she made. That's an introduction of her activities in acting. The next one I want to talk is radio. She has a radio show, Nogizaka ni Soudanda, with Miyu Matsuo-chan, who is also a member of 4th generation. Soudan means like consulting, so the program name means something like let's talk to Nogizaka about my concerns. The program's original concept was to let the listeners send messages about their concerns to Rei-chan and Miyu-chan, and then the two solves those concerns. But the concern itself is not serious, and many of those are not expected to be solved. Sometimes it's just a joke. So it's a very light program. Now it's more like a chatting program between Miyu-chan and Rei-chan, along with listeners' email. What's interesting about this radio is that Rei-chan talks quite straight, so we can know what's in her mind, what is her thoughts and values. So the program is not just amusing, but it's also a good chance to know about her more deeply. The last one is Ambassador. She is casted as Disney JCB card ambassador with Sakura Endo-chan. JCB is the only credit card brand holder in Japan. It's just like Visa or MasterCard in Japan. This credit card was made by Disneyland and JCB, and you can use it just like other credit cards. The best point of this card is the design, like Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, Cinderella Castle, and so on. You can choose from various Disney designs. Rei-chan is casted as an ambassador of that card and appearing in a commercial film with Sakura-chan. Rei-chan and Sakura-chan in the movie are so kawaii, so I want you to watch it. The language context is very low, so even if you don't speak Japanese, you can enjoy these 1-minute short movies. I will write the links in the summary section, so please watch those after listening to this episode. Disneyland and Rei-chan really matches. So that's all for today. I briefly introduced Rei-chan. There are actually many things I should talk about her, but it's over my capacity to talk. I've already used like 10 hours to create this script and I don't have any more time. So as for the next episode, I might do it next summer vacation or next year end or next new year, I'm not sure. I will be happy if you can listen to my Japanese channel, Nogizaka 46 no Iitoko, if you like. Thank you very much for listening to the end. Did you like this episode? If you did, please subscribe this channel and turn on notification. See you next time.